Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Mark of the Ninja. I'm your host VGMKoren, and in the last one we woke up from a terrible dream to find our clan under attack. And then we proceeded to kill everyone who was attacking our clan, which is a pretty average day in the life of a ninja, but we can't just let it sit at that. We need to go kill everyone who even thought about attacking a clan of ninjas. So let's go ahead and see how we're going to do that. This is, by the way, Mark of the Ninja's level select screen, which is very classy, and it has some little surprises which I won't spoil just yet.
Use the breathing techniques I taught you. They will ease the pain. Let me tell you the story of the Ing, and of the champions who came before you. Before the Restoration, as the other clans strayed and disbanded, a merchant sold us a secret. He led us to a flower whose petals burned with toxin. Put the toxins in your skin, and you will gain great and strange powers. But those powers will drag you into madness. That is why every champion vows to end his own life before he destroys himself. And the clan swore to protect. We must act quickly. Count Karajan is the head of Hessian services. He is responsible for the attack on our clan. His tower stands behind ring upon ring of security. You must kill him before he can attack again.
And that brings us to the second level of Mark of the Ninja, which is fantastic. I mean, so we learned a lot about the plot just there. We learned that, first of all, the tattoos on our face are not just a new style of face tattoo.
Buildings are protected by high-tech tripwires, but you can wreck them all with a simple bamboo dart.
We also learned that you can wreck high-tech tripwires with a single bamboo dart. If that's all it took, then this world would be a much less secure place. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that out there. But yes, the power of the tattoo gives us great power.
The main transformer should be nearby. Destroy that, and you'll bring down all the lights.
But it also makes us insane. So that is, well, interesting. It's also how they justify...
The alarms switch off when the guard walks past them. Or when he's dragged past them.
I was going to make that joke, you jerk. Anyways, it justifies why our ninja is so much better than all the other ninjas that are, well, in the clan. I mean, they were all tied up and we just happened to stroll through and kill everyone. I guess that's what makes us exempt from the rule of the ninja, which is the more ninja in a single place there are, the less powerful each one is. They all actually have the strength of one ninja. So basically, when there are a bunch of ninja, they all amount to one ninja by himself, which is, of course, why any movie that involves ninjas tends to have an insanely high ninja body count. And, oh, it only applies to...
The transformer should be close.
I'm interrupting you. It only applies, of course, to enemies or ninjas in the same clan as yourself. Now you can talk, game. How does it feel to be interrupted,
But be careful. The catwalks are crawling with guards.
I really love that this game gives you the ability to interrupt the NPCs, because I have been interrupted many times in games. Now, this area is actually not particularly advantageous to attempt to kill things through. As you can see, there are quite a few guards with quite a few different ways to get detected. So it's usually best, and this in general applies to stealth games, it's usually best not to kill everyone.
So far, so good.
But to just kill the people that you need to kill. Now, I don't remember if Mark of the Ninja actually makes things more difficult on you if you get caught earlier, but it might. And here we have a ninja package. What's in our ninja package and event? noisemakers, a small firecracker that will get the attention of anyone nearby. And of course, a Naru tutorial teaches us how to use these things.
Remember, if a guard is blocking your way, you can try to distract him.
And that's how you use a noisemaker. Basically, you just throw it on the ground, it's a firecracker, and it makes noise. Hooray! That's useful. Okay, there's nothing down here. Mark of the Ninja actually has very open-ended levels, especially later on in the game. But right now, it is fairly linear. I'm not sure if I probably won't actually explore a lot of the alternate paths, but I will at least try and show the different options. And just like that, there are no more lasers. There is, however, a guard. And he is, however, kind of in the way. So noisemakers, unlike bamboo darts, noisemakers are limited in use. And this actually applies to all secondary items. So you can use as many darts as you can carry, but nothing else acts like that. What's over here? Oh yeah, it's this. I do not like this. Alright, let's talk about this. After a brief loading screen, you can see that we have an empty thing because I completely failed to record earlier. Usually there'd be a scroll on there, so look at it this way. I saved you from a terrible haiku. Anyways, these puzzles. These areas tend to be puzzles. And these puzzles tend to be all about laser-based platforming and not about stealth, which makes them kind of feel at odds with the rest of the Mark of the Ninja's gameplay. Because there's no guards, there's no stealth, there's just you kind of manipulating items in the environment. These puzzles aren't necessarily bad, but I don't think I'm going to be doing many of them for you guys. And the reason for that is mostly in that I just don't enjoy these types of puzzles. I mean, I love stealth, I love killing people in stealth, but I don't love box puzzles. I never have, and you can't make me. This might actually still give us the haiku once we get back into the real world. I'm not sure. No, it won't. Well, it wasn't anything important, I assure you. And actually, let me go into the menu because I believe I can have it read for you anyways. Yes.
Let me tell you the stories of the birth of the mighty Hisomu clan, from the time of our first and greatest master, Tetsuji.
I tremble before Tetsuji, greatest ninja of clan Hisomu.
Alright, after that oddly erotic haiku about the greatest ninja and trembling and things of that nature, I think that I will never go into that menu ever again. Oh god, I don't want to get electrocuted. Or whatever those lasers will do if they hit me. I don't think it's electrocution. Anyways, with a little bit of power disabled, we can keep moving. And here we have doorways. Now, stealthily and quietly moving between spots actually is one of the best ways to move around the environment if you can manage it. However, most of the time, you can only do it in places where the game wants you to do it. So with both of them dead, we can continue on our merry ninja way. And go ahead and break this. So yeah, as you can see, just in relation to the puzzle of the earlier game, or that we just did a little bit earlier.
This is from Toshi. I can't get him on the radio.
Well, these puzzles involve stealth and moving stealthily rather than just puzzles. Hey, I want to get up there.
While the guards fuss over that, we could slip right by them.
Hey, don't shut the door when I'm trying to kill you. It's rude. Alright, with that done, we can go ahead and get an artifact. Also, you leave an after image of yourself as you run, even though your running isn't necessarily that quiet or that fast. And it's definitely not useful most of the time. Hi, I want to kill you. Hooray! I do enjoy killing as many people as I can in stealth games, but like I said before, it's just really not always worth it. So we're going to go ahead and distract him. Oh, that distracted both of them. That's perfect. And I'll just leave them. Oh, and this stays on, I believe. Yes, so another noisemaker it is. Noisemakers, by the way, are one of the most...
I got a visual on the target.
And that was pathetic. No, stop shooting me. I don't desire this. Welcome to Mark of the Ninja's melee combat. It usually involves you dying. It usually involves you dying very quickly and very suddenly. Now, you might have noticed that there was basically no load between me dying and me playing again. That is one of the more odd things about Mark of the Ninja, is not a game about doing things right even the first time. It is a game about, you know, being a stealthy ninja, and the moment you die, it just goes ahead and resets things for you. This can be seen as good or bad. I personally like there to be more consequences to death, but it lends the game a Super Meat Boy-esque level of being able to retry levels and do things quickly and seeing if something fails or if it goes well. This is very, very important, because later on this game is not easy at all, and we'll get to that.
Hessian's troops are scouring the grounds, but we can sail right over them. Meet me on the roof.
To keep from overloading the grid, we gotta turn the power back on one floor at a time. I'm turning the power for the 15th floor back on.
Whoops. As you can see, if you mess up your kill, they will scream and shout, and that guy did not notice his guard buddy screaming and shouting. Very, very convenient for us. Because, yeah. And with that, we have power, which, that barely lit up this building. That was sad, but this building is rather lit up. Well, thankfully, no one is guarding this well-lit room. Well, that guy is. However, because, hey. Oh god, combat rules. And dead. Usually, if you get spotted, you will die.
To keep from overloading the grid, we gotta turn the power back on one floor at a time. I'm turning the power for the 15th floor back on.
And if you die, usually you're only about 5 seconds away from where you last were. Melee combat can actually work for you, and there are ways to enhance it. However, it is something I will definitely be trying to avoid. Now, as you can see, that I kind of didn't deserve that. Well, no, I did deserve that death because I was dinking around. I thought there was someone there and didn't really try my best to not get caught.
Turning the power for 16 back on.
You are just the worst, and I hate you. It's really hard to kill all these people without getting spotted when you're turning the power back on. However, we already... Oh, no, we're not above the 16th floor. Oh, good. And now the lights are back on, which, once again, this room... See, this room is well lit. But I just have to wonder, has no one heard of lights in this future? I mean, usually even vents like this would be a little brighter.
So is the repair crew. Keep moving.
Also, whenever you pass a checkpoint, you will get more items back. This is very important because it gives you much more freedom with your items than you might
18th floor,
expect.
power's almost back on.
No. Alright, I really need to kill these people before... And yes. Oh! That is not actually something you can do. I thought that was something you could do. And I'm gonna die. Oh, hey! No. As you can see, melee combat. Oh my god, I didn't actually kill him. I hit the wrong button. Okay. This is what's called a peasant's death. It's when you actually kill someone through melee combat. It is not effective, it's a low scoring technique, and of course, getting caught means that you get less points in general. Usually if you get caught, it's better just to restart the area in Mark of the Ninja. However, because I am specifically trying to not play like that, I'm not going to do that.
Turning the power back on for 19.
Don't you do it. And you can die. So, yes, usually in this kind of stealth game, I would just restart the moment I got hit. That would kind of be my way of making the game more difficult. And, unfortunately, I don't actually have all of my techniques just yet. And we'll get into what exactly I mean by that, I'm sure soon. I'm pretty sure it's soon. Thankfully, most guards are content to stand on precarious ledges and just let it happen to them. And here we are on the roof. This ends the second level of Mark of the Ninja.
We made it into the complex. This way.
Also, you might have noticed, but as the only girl ninja, she is also the only other competent ninja. So, that is a lot of dead guards. Oops. As you can see, my score is terrible. It's really bad. Oh, and I was supposed to destroy 20 lights and reach the top of the tower without being detected. Those actually do various things for you, and I'm going to go ahead and show that off since we have a couple of more minutes to go here, it hasn't been that long. So we'll go back to level select, and first of all, as you can see, the levels in an area start to light up as you get to them. So you can see that we have this level and 2 more in this area. But if you come to an older level and start it, you will find the techniques page. And I believe this will actually show up in any level now that we can actually buy things. Techniques are new attacks and new items and upgrades for items so that you can be a ninja more effectively. For example, if we upgrade...
These firecrackers are small, but they make just enough noise to grab someone's attention.
If we upgrade these firecrackers...
They're not loud, so be sure to throw them close to whoever you want to distract.
Oh, okay, you can't upgrade your other items. I am wrong. I'm smart. But, as you can see, honor, the various things I've been earning through getting points in this game, give us the ability to buy different things. So, while standing or hanging directly below an enemy, press up and X to pull them to an early grave. It's a new kill. Hangman's Hymn. While dangling from a grapple point, press X to grab an enemy and string them up. This is actually an extremely useful and important upgrade, and we will be picking it up immediately. It's very, very important. We are not learning a spinning kick because that is not important, and we don't need it because if I get caught in combat, I should probably just hang my head in shame and edit it out. Yeah, totally that last one. So yes, as you can see, there are quite a few techniques, quite a few attack items, but that's not all. Once you have that, you can find different styles. And as you earn various points in the game, as you can see, you have to earn dragon's heads for this, or scary dogs for that, or fish for this, you will earn new styles. And once you earn new styles, you can play the game in different ways. I'm not sure if I will actually get enough of these seals to do that as we go through the game, but I will do my best because styles actually alter the way you play immensely, and I would like to show that off. And here you can see we also have distraction items and attack items, but we'll get to that probably in the next one. Can I back out of this? Can I back out of this gracefully? No, I cannot. Yes, totally leave that. And yes, this is the most graceful, or in fact, least graceful way of getting back out of the level, but it is how we will do it. In the next one, we will go through the Trail of Shadow. I hope to see you then, and I hope to be better at stealth then too.